Hi, I'm Tony with Feed Your Creativity, and today I'm with Joe, founder of the Orlando Pen Show and owner and operator of Florida Fountain Pens. Today we're going to cover what to expect at a pen show, if you've never been, and maybe even a couple tips for people that have been. All the pen shows are so different, so Joe, where would we like to start?
Yeah, I just wanted to go over some basic things. You know, if you've never been to a pen show, some things that you might want to do, and also debunk a few myths that I've seen online. I saw someone posted somewhere online on a pen group about they went to a pen show, and they were disappointed because they said there were no prices on the pens, and they couldn't use the pens. Whether you can use pens or not, or whether the pens are priced or not, are totally up to the individual vendor, first of all, not the show operator. And as a vendor, I understand why they don't. It depends on the type of pens you're selling too. If you're selling like I sell Pilot, I sell the name brands. Pilot, Visconti, Platinum, Joya, Benu, I sell those brands. When you sell those brands, you can only sell 20% below the MSRP. So, and you have such a wide variety of pens, it would be so difficult to put a little price tag on each pen when it's probably going to sell, and you're moving it around and you're carrying it from show to show. And then those who sell vintage pens, and who sell custom pens, it's kind of up to them because it's how much work they've put into that pen. The vintage pens, they have to restore them. And do a lot of work. Sometimes it takes more than you think.
And one of those pens might be the exact same, but maybe one needed more work than the other.
Right, exactly. Or it may be a slightly different variation that makes it more valuable. And the same with the custom pens. They do a different amount of work depending on what the pen is. So it's really up to them to decide on what the price is, and they're moving the stuff around so much that it's difficult to put a price on it. As far as using the pens, now, I used to set out one of these pen boxes and have pens in it that people could use. And it was great. Most of the time at pen shows, you have people who are experienced pen people and they do fine. But I had two pens the nibs were broken. And these are $800 pens. So a nib alone costs about half of that. I can't afford to have people breaking my nibs. So me personally, I quit letting people use my pens at the show, and that's why. But it's up to the individual vendor.
So always ask.
Yes.
Before you pick up a pen. Always ask how to open it if you're unsure, and always ask the dealer, can I pick it up?
Yes, absolutely. Just one thing to be safe, and I'll show this when we do Fountain Pen 101 as well. You should always, if you're going to open a pen, first of all, like she said, ask if you don't know. But to be safe, if you twist it, you're not going to damage threads if it's a threaded pen. But if you grab it and you pull and it's a twist off, you could damage those threads.
So would you say like most of them are twist offs?
Most pens are twist offs, not all. And then there's the unique ones, the Visconti, some of these Homo sapiens, and these rather expensive pens. But they have their own hook lock system where you push in and then turn. You turn counterclockwise and pull it out. So you have to be careful and you have to know what you're dealing with before you handle or break someone's expensive pen. Some things that I like to do for a pen show. First of all, I actually sit down and write out a list of what I want to accomplish, goals I want to accomplish at a show. And
it can be overwhelming.
Yes, because the shows are vastly different. Every show is different. Some are larger than others. Our show has grown pretty quickly. We started out, the Orlando Pen Show, we started out with 75 tables. Last year we had 115. This year I think we're going to have pretty close to the same amount. There are shows and the DC show, that's a very overwhelming show. It's the largest one there is. People come from all over the world for that show. Every show is different. I would say make yourself a goal list. For instance, I'll write down, okay, I want to get this nib fixed on this pen and this nib fixed on this pen, so I'm going to look for a Nibmeister. And I write down, and if I know the Nibmeister I want to look for, I write that down. I know I want to buy, I'm looking to find this pen, for instance.
I did that with all the ink I found at the Orlando Pen Show last year. I had written down what ink colors at least I was looking for, and I was glad because there were so many different options and different brands and different colors that I was glad that I had some general idea of what I was looking for.
Yes, it's good.
Keep on task.
Yes, Keep yourself a goal list. And what I recommend the first time you go in the room, sometimes there's more than one room. That's another thing too. Make sure you look for other rooms, because sometimes people will go in the main room and just get overwhelmed and they forget about the other rooms. There can be some unique things in those other rooms. So make sure you go to all the rooms. But my first time, I'll walk around and look and not buy the very first time.
I need to get better at that.
It's difficult, I know. Like a kid in a candy store, right?
Yes.
But the first time I walk around, I don't buy. And then I kind of have in my head where, oh yeah, I remember that pen was over there, or that pen was over there. Now, unless there's one that's really hot that I want and I see it right away, I'm like, oh, I better buy that before it goes.
Yeah, something you've been waiting for a long time to see.
Right.
Now you have it right there in
Right.
person.
Right. And for me, if I see that one that's, oh, I got to have that, I go ahead and buy it, because if I don't, it's probably a unique pen or a different pen, or it's a good deal on it. And if I don't get it, I know I'll regret it later. So I would say that, bring more than you expect to spend, and plan on that, oh my God, I got to have it pen, because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Every show, it happens. So, that's how I do it. And I would recommend that you bring some water and bring some snacks,
Definitely.
because you start wandering around the ballroom looking at stuff and you lose track of time.
You do. There's no windows. It's great.
Yeah, it's a whole nother world.
Yep.
But, have some water, have some snacks with you. You can, after you've bought a few things, you can take some time, go and sit down out in the lobby or something, play with your new pen a little bit, have a snack, relax, and then go back. Every show is different. Some give away a few, some give away a lot. We've had some very generous sponsors.
I got to win a couple.
Yeah, you win everything. You're always winning stuff.
I got my lucky streak is with my pens. It's with my stationery.
That's how I got hooked on pen shows. My very first pen show was in 2017. It was the Triangle Pen Show, and I won a $200 Bexley pen. I was thrilled, and that was it. Got me. I was hooked. So I give away a lot at my show, and we've got some great sponsors. We give away more pens than all the other shows combined, which is amazing. I'm glad that we're able to do that.
I believe it.
But
I didn't win that much.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She always wins this one.
Then we could cut to all my footage of winning.
Yeah, right.
At the pen show.
So look for door prizes. Usually they'll have something near the front that you sign up for door prizes. Like I said, not all shows have them. It's different at every show. Look to see what their activities are in the evening. A lot of times you can hang out in the evening with people who will share their pens with you, which is an amazing thing. The pen community is so cool. You can go and sit down with a bunch of people, and you might have your TWSBI, but the guy sitting next to you has got his $5,000 Namiki that he's willing to share and let you try.
I found a lot of nice people willing to do that for me last year.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It was a lot of fun.
It's amazing.
And I learned a lot. People were very generous with knowledge, time, pens, whatever you were interested in.
So I highly recommend that you socialize in the evening at the shows. Our show this year, we're going to the Orlando Pen Club was just formed. It's a great club, great bunch of people. They have a lot of fun. Yep. And they're going to have Friday night, they're going to do a special thing where they get together and talk about
sponsored event.
Yeah,
wonderful.
Event. And then Esterbrook usually does their pen shows after dark on Saturday night.
That was a lot of fun last year. That's not to miss.
Yep. They give away some good stuff.
Make sure you meet as many pen friends as possible.
Yes.
Because that was some of the best times, was after hours talking about pens, going over pens, what we purchased that day, what to look for, what vendors they went after.
Pen shows are, yes, they're about pens, but really, when it comes down to it, they're really about people.
Yeah.
People make the show fun.
When you're going to be around that amount of people and that type of people that love pens and stationery, and
exactly,
it was perfect time.
Exactly.
And also look for, last year at the Orlando Pen Show, I'm sure other pen shows do it as well, they have ink tables where you could actually sample inks and make swatches and maybe even fill a pen. That was a lot of fun. I saw a bunch of colors. I got a sense of colors at the show that I wanted to purchase, and I purchased them quick, thank goodness, because by the second day they were sold out. So I was very happy that I did that. And even like Andoryllium ink was there. They actually had their own ink out for
Right.
So it was nice to see all the different colors and
Sure.
how they operated. So I
Yep.
was really excited for that.
Yeah, Robert Oster has been very good to us. Our very first year, Robert made us an ink, and he said, "What color do you want? And my favorite color is purple." And he said, "Well, what do you want to name it?" And I thought for a minute, and I said, "Purple Tolerance," because the world needs more purple, and we need more tolerance.
True.
He said, "I love it." He said, "I love it." So they made that, and they gave us a bunch of free bottles, 100 bottles free.
That's
He
wonderful.
also sent me almost his entire line of different colors for people to try. So
His colors are beautiful.
yeah, and he did us an ink again the second year. My wife named it Purple Dreams, and we're gonna probably do it again this year. I still need to get in touch with him, but yeah, and then we take the money from our sales and we give them to Reef Relief of the Florida Keys, which is an organization that protects the reefs and does some wonderful work. So
We definitely need those protected. How much money did you give Reef Relief last year?
last year we gave them just over $3,000.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, they love that in September. It's a slow time of year for them. Of course, wear comfortable shoes because you're going to
Yep.
be walking a lot.
And a sweater, because sometimes they're very cold.
Yeah, depending on, yeah, right. And that depends on where you're at too. We're in warm weather mostly in Florida, but
Yeah.
it can still be chilly because sometimes they have the air conditioning low
Yep, a lot of
in
people.
these places, yeah.
And when will the Orlando Pen Show be this year?
This year it's going to be September the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Our format is on Thursday night, we have a special pre-show for the all-access pass buyers and the vendors. You come Thursday at about 3 o'clock to get in. Anytime after 3 or 4 you can get in. The vendors start setting up their tables. It's first come, first served. There's only like 15, I think, vendor tables, and then there's round tables, and they can use those too. It doesn't matter. It's very informal the first night. And we have pizza.
It was a lot of fun.
We give out door prizes, some very nice door prizes.
Yep.
Last year we gave away 3 Pilot Ashimi pens, one at the Thursday night. So we give away a lot of nice door prizes on Thursday night. We have fun. We eat pizza and talk about things. It's a good chance to meet the vendors if you're a very avid pen collector and you want to meet the vendors. It's like any business. The more you get to know someone, the more comfortable you feel with them, the more you're likely to buy from them, you know. The more they're likely to give you a deal if they can,
Yeah.
you know.
It was a nice preview night to see what's to come.
Exactly, yeah. So then on Friday and Saturday is the full show, Friday morning, Saturday morning. All access pass buyers get in early.
That was really beneficial.
Yeah, they get in about, well, let's see. The first day, Friday, they get in, the dealers need 2 hours to set up. We give them 2 hours prep time uninterrupted from 7 to 9. And then the all access pass people get in, and then we open to the public at 10, I believe. Then Saturday, the same thing, except the dealers don't need as much time because they're already set up. So we give them just an hour. And then the all access pass people get in at 8. And then the regular 1 and 2 day ticket people can come in at 10 o'clock. So yeah, the venue is fabulous. If you've never been to our show, it's a really nice hotel. It's called the Florida Hotel and Conference Center, I'm sorry.
Highly recommend staying there.
Nice hotel, really nice. We get a special discount rate. This year it's $124 plus $5 resort fee, lower than anywhere around the area that's nice. So we got a really good deal with that. Parking is free. The hotel lobby has a Chick-fil-A, a bar, a restaurant, Starbucks.
I think we used it all.
Yes, and it opens into a mall. It's a vibrant shopping mall. The Florida Mall has got like 300 stores. It's got a refurbished food court, which has nice restaurants, everything you can think of to eat.
Yep.
The location's fabulous. And the room rate, you can get it 3 days before and 3 days after the show. So if you wanted to come and do the area attractions, you can do that, which is nice.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a great option.
So yeah. So our show runs Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The show is every year. Every year is in September. The same weekend, basically. The dates change each year by a little bit, but we're going to do it. We plan to do it every year the same. So,
Great.
pretty much.
Thank you so much for joining us. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what pen show is your favorite, what pen show you're looking forward to this year, and we hope to see you there.